Hello, folks, and welcome to tonight's Super Metroid Item Randomizer League race. This here is a race between Team 3, llMrFox, versus Slows, Solski. Once again, we have the power players. That means we're going to be playing a major-minor split. No random bosses or anything else like that. So, should be pretty quick one. We'll see if there's any divergence here between our runners. We'll see if they what kind of tricks they want to use. We'll see what items are found where, and that's gonna be what it's gonna be here, right? As we see, our players are off here. They're going to be first looking for that morph ball, right? Of course, we're going to find that pretty early. And then from there, we're going to be looking for a couple of different things, right? Super missiles, power bombs are big ones that allow us to access certain areas. So we're going to be looking for those. We're going to be looking for regular missiles as well, of course, these ammunition items. And then from there, we're going to be looking at the major items, right? So major items being, of course, all the items you see on the tracker, the beams, the suits, bombs, spring balls, screw attack, all the movement items, high jump, space jump, speed booster, those sorts of things. Whoa, vanilla morph ball. Is this even randomized? Of course it is. We're going to find out what's over in the Brinstar E-Tank in just a moment. So as I was saying, major items also E-Tanks, reserve tanks, grapple beam, X-ray scope, those sorts of things. So anywhere we find those items, those are going to be the major items that we're looking for. There is one swap that we have here that I want to make sure you folks at home are aware of, and it's it's pretty typical. We've seen it all throughout this item randomizer league here, and that is the high jump E-Tank has been swapped with wreck ship right supers. Oh boy, morph ball bombs right away. That is both nice and not nice, because that means Bomb Chorizo is going to wake up on our runners. All right, an extra pack of super missiles. That's good. That's certainly good. We want supers, but it's not really what they're looking for. All right, none of the runners choosing to go up to Billy Mays. There's 2 ammunition items up there, so 2 minor items, and they're not going to go up there. Just figuring out that there's lots and lots of ammo on the way, so the power bombs that they're really looking for right now, they can be elsewhere. They could be elsewhere. So we're going to check out, with those morph ball bombs, we're going to check out what's under Old Mother Brain here for sure. Oh, well, Mr. Fox saying, no, I don't even want to do that. We'll see if Solski did. Yeah, all right, Solski does want to go down there. If there's something like power bombs down here, that's a really nice, it's just regular missiles. But that would be a really nice pickup. So with these morph ball bombs, it'd be interesting to see if one of the runners does want to go Gauntlet. That is a possibility. Gauntlet, we saw in a race last night, Gauntlet held Plasma Beam with a couple of super packs behind it, and that was definitely a big difference maker last night in that race. So we'll see what our runners want to do. Gauntlet may hold absolute trash. All right, there is E-Tank Chorizo going to wake up, because our runners do have those morph ball bombs. So we'll see how Mr. Fox fights E-Tank Chorizo here. Gonna take 5 power shots and a couple of supers, or nope, just a couple of supers. And that is it. It's gone. I like how it starts to wake up right away as soon as you enter in the room. Grab that item, boom, wake up. Couple of supers. This is why you don't have supers in the normal game at this point in time, because it's gone. 1 missile, 1 super for Solski, and Bomb Chorizo's down. Terminator has Ice Beam. All right, that's a nice pickup. Not going to be looking for that later on. So going to make the Metroid rooms much easier later on. And Solski, Solski's going to be making that gauntlet play while Mr. Fox, no dice. So, all right. Suits cannot be in gauntlet. That is not something that can be up there. That is simply a setting that is, well, set for this these particular races, these randomizers. So suits cannot be there. Our runners are certainly aware of that. Ooh, really tricky jumps there. Solski nailing that first try. And we're going to find out what is over here in the Brinstar Reserve area. Bunch of miners, as well as the major that would be the reserve tank. And Mr. Fox comes up with another E-tank. All right, so that's nice. A little bit of energy, a little bit of health for this seed. Pretty nice. Gonna find some power bombs. All right, first power bombs. That's really nice there for Mr. Fox. And Solski's eventually going to come and get those as well. So, really nice find. That's something really we're going to be looking for. Now, the yellow doors are openable. So, that's going to give kind of a 1-through for Big Pink. We're going to be able to go get that item behind the wave gate, which is a major, that E-tank that would be there. And some regular missiles for the final item here in Brinstar Reserve. Okay. Solski finding an E-tank in Gauntlet and saying, I don't want it. Resetting back to the ship. So I'm going to put Solski a bit behind Mr. Fox here, but there is still plenty of race to go. Mr. Fox is going to go down to the bottom of Green Pink here, or Green Bryn. Green Pink Brinstar. It's a new area. It's in the DLC. It's along with that DLC boss Spore Spawn. Screw attack. Well, hello. The luxury item of Super Metroid. Fantastic find. Gonna make moving through these rooms really easy. Joining me tonight in the booth here is Cheaty Face tracking. I want to give a shout out to our tracker Cheaty Face. Thank you very much for coming in and updating all the tracker for the folks at home. All right, we're gonna see Mr. Fox gonna be making the way all the way around to the Edcoons here. An interesting choice, something we don't usually see. This is a minor item that's all the way over here. So it is just going to be some sort of ammo. Maybe looking for some additional power bombs. 5 is not really good. 10, 15. 15 is really comfortable. 10 is much better. So it might be something that Mr. Fox wants to be doing over here. All right, Solski coming into a Green Bryn Reserve area. Meanwhile, Fox is going to be coming over to Big Pink here shortly. Number of items over there. Of course, we already mentioned the Big Pink E-tank. There's Charge. Several miners all in here as well. All right, Mr. Fox is going to be going in here. This no high jump. Got to use the no high jump supers method. Ooh, I think nailed it first try. Nope. That looked really good. Nailed it second try. That's awesome. That's pretty difficult to get there. And it's a trash tank, and Mr. Fox says, nope. Not picking up that noise. Interesting choice early on. A reserve could be a bit of a difference maker. But I don't blame Mr. Fox. All right, there is a third E-tank there for Fox at the charge beam. Chozo statue. Gonna pick up those regular missiles. Give Fox 20 missiles. Nice round number there. 20 missiles, 20 supers, 5 power bombs. And there's that screw attack for Solski. Let's see if Fox wants to check the Green Hill Zone pipe. Pipe missiles. Nope, it's just an ammo because it's missiles. So Fox says no. Now, does Fox... This is going to be the interesting thing here. Is Fox going to go up Red Tower over to the wrecked ship or down Red Tower to Norfair? No speed booster, so, yeah, okay. That is one sort of factor in the favor of going down Red Tower, because that would lock away that wrecked ship reserve, and the runners would be unable to get that item. All right, Solski into Big Pink here. Meanwhile, Mr. Fox is going to be going over to Spazer. And we find another E-Tank. Wow, very healthy seed here. Lots of energy thus far with 4 E-Tanks for Mr. Fox. And Solski is going to be getting a third when he gets down to that charged beam. Nope tank. Solski says nope. Neither of the runners picking up that reserve. Don't blame them. Getting 4 E-Tanks here. All right, Speed Gaming rating us with a large number of folks. Thank you. Welcome if you're coming in from joining us from Speed Gaming 3. This here is the edition of Super Metroid Item Randomizer League. We are in the brackets. We have Team 3's Mr. Fox versus Slow's Solski. Solski coming in here to Green Hill Zone. Meanwhile, Mr. Fox coming in over to the warehouse. I'm going to be looking to fight Kraid. Solski may go up Red Tower. May not. I'm thinking not because of that lack of speed booster. But we'll see. This is the point of... Alright. Point of decision. Solski goes down. And Mr. Fox is setting up for the Kraid fight. Oh no. Kraid's Claw decided to eat the super. Alright. Nice recovery there, Fox. Taking Kraid down with a Kraid quick kill. And awarded with an E-Tank. A 4th E-Tank for Solski there at Spazer. And we'll see here. Fox is going to come out and check the what is normally the Kraid E-Tank. And we're going to find out what major is there. Definitely. I imagine Solski would follow along. Kind of the same pattern here. Head on over to Kraid. And then from here, I think we're going to be seeing what's in Upper Norfair. We're going to be seeing... we do have a ton of E-Tanks, so heated room runs are on the table here. Absolutely on the table. Solski going to be coming over to the warehouse. And here we are at that... Whoa! Plasma beam! That's a great pickup right there. Great pickup. All right, excellent damage increase there for our Mr. Fox. May want to take off Ice Beam at some point in time, just because it annoyingly freezes the enemies. A lot of the times the runners don't actually want that to happen. When it was your only beam upgrade, it's a nice damage increase, but not the greatest. But again, no annoyingly freezes enemies. Excuse me. All right. Mr. Fox coming into the high jump area. We see that high jump E-Tank is replaced with a miner. We know that is going to be over at the wreck ship right super. And Fox is going to get yet another E-Tank. Wow. 6 E-Tanks. That's a lot to work with as we're coming into Upper Norfair. Some more supers, though. We like that. Lots of ammunition. One thing this seed is being a little bit stingy on our power bombs, actually. Mr. Fox says, I don't want those regular missiles. And don't blame him. Don't blame him. Oh, chat calling out the wreck ship to be stacked. Interesting. Could be. And if either of our runners had chosen to go up, boy, oh boy, would this be a different race. But I like what we're seeing here. Solski coming into the Kraid E-Tank getting that plasma beam. Meanwhile, Mr. Fox going to be doing a little bit of a heated run here, coming into Ice Beam. 6 E-Tanks. This should be no problem. Get a little messed up there, not having high jump, so you got to do a wall jump there. Solski coming in now down the elevator to Upper Norfair, and whoa, Mr. Fox is rewarded with the Various suit. That's really what he's looking for. Going to open up all of Norfair at this point in time. Pretty much. One thing they're going to want is maybe those high jump boots to get down to Lower Norfair. All right, Fox going for an ice escape. I love this. I love this trick. Nice. Looks good. Yeah. Oh, man. How clean that looks every single time. I love it. All right, Mr. Fox definitely going to be going over to Bubble Mountain now. We're going to be seeing what's over at Speed Booster, what's over at Wave. And, of course, the Norfair Reserve. So, good number of major items to check over there. Solski getting that 6th E-Tank at high jump. And we'll see if Solski goes over to Ice Beam before deciding to make the dive to Bubble Mountain. Solski's going to take a save. I don't blame him. I think Fox did the same thing. We'll see if Fox wants to use the room here, or yeah, you're just going to use the room to get through. You can make that jump if you run through from that save room there. Without screw attack, you'll have to shoot the waiver, but that's not really a problem. All right, and we're going to be seeing a speed booster here for Mr. Fox. Meanwhile, Solski going to be ecstatic when he finds the Various suit here at Ice Beam. Oh, yeah. All right, another E-Tank for Fox, bringing his total to 7. 7. And another pack of power bombs for Fox here in the speed booster, a minor. That is definitely something our runners are looking for. 15, really nice number of power bombs to have. Going to give them the ability to Crystal Flash if they so desire, if they can find a third pack. All right, and I think we're going to be seeing... Oh! All right, Fox is going to go over to the Norfair Reserve. I would have figured he wanted to go over to Wave Beam first, but so it's an interesting choice. Meanwhile, Solski going to be coming over to Bubble Mountain. Wave Beam definitely going to be on Fox's... And it's Space Jump! All right. Solski not going to be leaving that behind. So, Space Jump and Screw Attack, and that is going to give our runners basically everything they need except for that Gravity Suit. So, Gravity Suit is going to give the runners access to Lower Norfair with this loadout. Short of that, you'd be looking for something like high jump boots. You can do a lava dive. Then you are down at the Lower Norfair without actually going all the way back up and get a very efficient clear of Zebus. All right, and it's another E-Tank here at Wave for Mr. Fox. Space Jump for Solski coming into this Norfair Reserve, doing it first. Alright, Space Jump, not something that is active in water without Gravity Suit, and the lava is considered water. So you can do a high jumpless lava dive. That is an absolute thing. We'll see if our runners want to do that. They have plenty of energy. Go all the way down to Lower Norfair in one shot. That would be my preferred way to take this seed out. just because it's very, very efficient. Something that Mr. Fox may also want to do is actually go over to Croc. Not having, the gravity suit just yet. But we'll see. All right, wanted to farm up a little bit. And, okay, Mr. Fox looks like he's going to head down. So this may be a play. Yeah, okay, this may be a play here for the lower Norfair. Fox going back up. There's the speed booster energy tank for Solski, bringing Solski's total up to 7. 7. Yeah, okay, all right, Fox wants to save here. High jumpless lava dive, not really a joke. It's a pretty serious thing. So, pretty easy to screw up and die. So, I think Fox is going to go for it here, but I think Fox wanted the safety of the save, and I absolutely don't blame him. Meanwhile, Solski doing a little bit of farming there, and going to be heading over to that wave E-tank. All right, Fox coming through and going to be coming around to lower Norfair. I like this. This is going to be the most efficient way to clear out this seed, even though it hasn't really given you the items to do this. High jumpless lava dive is not something that is logically required. All right, Solski going to pick up that E-tank here at Wave Beam. Yeah, this is incredibly tricky. These Namahe flames are 100 damage apiece. You've got to jump off of the face of the Namahe. That's going to, the upper Namahe, and that is going to take you to beneath. All right, Mr. Fox resets. Not being in a good feeling there. I don't blame him. Solski going to save. And maybe Solski's going to be trying some high jumpless lava dives. These are no joke. These are absolutely no joke. High jumpless lava dives are really, really difficult. Something you'll see in the more extreme runs of GT Classic, where folks will do a high jumpless lava dive. It's a lot more risky, but you can save at least 7 seconds for the fanfare of not having to go pick up high jump boots. But it looks like Mr. Fox has decided high jumpless lava dive is not the way that he wants to go, and he's going to be betting on the Croc. Meanwhile, Solski coming into the lava room, and we'll see how Solski's attempts at high jumpless lava dive go. Making use of that ice beam to freeze the Namahes. Yeah, all right. Solski getting a decent setup there. You do have to get off of those spikes. Meanwhile, oh yeah, that looked good there for Solski. Solski has a good setup pattern here. Oh yeah. Oh, and Solski is through. That's awesome. Meanwhile, Mr. Fox almost has Croc down. Gonna find out what is over here off to the right. And it's Wave Beam. Well, that is an awesome reward there for Mr. Fox. Not the item that he was looking for. What's those high jump boots, or maybe that gravity suit, which could very well be down here at the grapple beam. And if that is indeed down at grapple beam, that is actually huge for Mr. Fox. All right, Solski going to be green gate glitching there. Nicely done. And going to be checking out the major item that is Screw Attack. And it's Spring Ball, best item in the game. Croc down there for Mr. Fox, and we're going to find out what is at grapple beam. Solski going to take a refill here, maybe? Or Norfair, definitely a dangerous place. 8 E-tanks is a good amount, but with only the Varia suit, you can lose a lot of that pretty quickly. Mr. Fox going to be coming in here. We'll be going over to, yeah, you just use space jump there. No problem. You'll now have speed booster, but it's pretty easy to get through that room there. There we go. And rewarded with an E-Tank. All right, so the big pickup here at Croc for Mr. Fox is actually that wave beam. Not something to shake a fist at. It was a great beam item. I'm going to give Mr. Fox a whole bunch of damage upgrade, along with that ice and plasma beam. All right, meanwhile, Solski flying through the amphitheater. We'll see where Mr. Fox wants to go at this point in time. Now, that gravity suit could be located in Meridia. There are a couple locations that it could appear. There's also the X-ray scope location that 9 other runners have. Wahaha! Solski picking up the charge beam at Firefleet. Oh man, that is a huge pickup. Now that's on the way, so it's very likely Mr. Fox will find that, but that is an absolutely huge pickup there for Solski. Means that Solski is good with ammo. Does not really have to pick up any more that if he does not want to. Now he may want to pick up, a couple more supers. But has 30, which is the as a max right now, which is the prerequisite to kill Ridley. So that is, that is a spectacular find just before Ridley. And Solski's just going to go straight down. None of this minor checking. All right, Mr. Fox going to be making his way back. We'll see if he wants to check X-ray scope. We do not know what that item is. Neither of the runners have checked that out. But with this screw attack space jump combo, makes that the room before X-ray scope just ridiculously easy. All right, and we're gonna get an X-ray check. Meanwhile, Solski is gonna be coming into the Ridley. Everybody's most disliked Space Pelican. Solski doing a little bit of a dance. Just teasing Ridley. Take that. Oh my goodness! It's the gravity suit at X-ray for Mr. Fox. Well, that is a spectacular pickup there for Mr. Fox. Now, I would imagine that Solski would go there to try and pick that up, but the question is kind of when, right? Would Solski go around Meridia first a bit, giving some time back to Mr. Fox? Solski is definitely going to clear out all the majors down here in Lower Norfair, but this puts, with the location of Charge Beam, this effectively puts Mr. Fox in like a pseudo go mode, right? So that's going to give Mr. Fox full beams, plasma, wave, ice, charge combo when Mr. Fox gets down to Lower Norfair. And that would be the way it looks. Mr. Fox is making a beeline to Lower Norfair. So going to find that charge beam at Firefleet. The question is it before or after Ridley? That is quite the find there for Mr. Fox. This race is not over yet, folks. Yeah, because, the big question on our minds is when will Solski get over to X-Ray to find that gravity suit? It's very likely that before going up to the wreck ship, Solski will check that X-Ray. But the question is, will Solski go ahead and check anything in Meridia first? Now, we do have Ice Beam, so Ice Beam gives us the clip to bot wound. That is in logic. Otherwise, we would have to have the speed booster. All right, we'll see if Mr. Fox wants to do the check out what is over at Screw Attack. Still going to be looking for really going to be looking for that charge beam, Mr. Fox's. We know where it is. It's in Firefly. It's on Mr. Fox's way. But does he want to go and check out what is at Screw Attack? We know that it is at Spling Ball. All right. Solski coming out of lower Norfair. Going to be going down here kind of toward Croc. I would imagine this is to make his way back over to Business Center. All right, Mr. Fox going to be checking out the Screw Attack item. That is Spling Ball. Not the item that he's looking for, but the most fantastic item in the game. And Mr. Fox, oh, are you... What? Skipping the Spling Ball? That is a travesty. An absolute travesty. I don't know. I don't know now. I don't know. Solski using that ice plasma charge on Crocomire. Boy, oh boy. Shield your eyes if you are sensitive to changes in light. All right, so Solski's going to be checking out here Crocomire. Going to be picking up this Wave Beam. Going to be disappointed at the item in Grapple. Yet another E-Tank. We'll see if actually Solski even wants to go down there. Because frankly, well, yeah, I guess Solski would, because Solski's still looking for that gravity suit, which we know is over at X-Ray. This is all stuff. All these checks here are basically giving time back to Mr. Fox, who already has that gravity suit, which is a huge, huge find. Mr. Fox going to be okay, going to be skipping Firefly for the moment. Going to be going right down to Ridley. Oh boy, we know that that's that charge beam. Could make that well, number one, will save the farm that Mr. Fox is going to have to do. And number two, we'll make the Ridley fight a little bit faster, but that's okay. That is okay. Because we know Mr. Fox is not going to leave Lower Norfair without checking Firefly. There's no way. Alright, does not want those extra missiles. Alright, and it's down to Grapple here for Solski. Going to be disappointed with that E-Tank find. And the question is, will Solski go over to X-Ray at this point in time? After this, or will Solski go ahead and check out anything in Meridia? Now, Spring Ball. All right, Solski going to reset. Spring Ball is kind of an indicator to go over. Spring Ball Ice is kind of an indicator to go over to Meridia. No high jump and no grapple beam. High jump would be the bigger indicator, so I would think Solski might want to check that X-ray scope first. But I'm not sure. We'll see. We'll see what Solski's comfortable with as far as suitless Meridia. Number of places that are technically accessible, including Mama Turtle, and behind Bot Wound. Oh boy, Mr. Fox is getting regular missiles. Those are like 20 or 30% probability. They're like really, really low as compared to those super missiles, which Mr. Fox really, really needs, which are much higher probability. Actually, they might be. Regular missiles might be 10%. It's really, really low to get them from anything down here in Lower Norfair. All right. Solski is going to run. Nope. Going to blow up the tube. But it looks like going through it. Okay, so going to check X-ray first and going to be rewarded for this. This is going to be huge for Solski. Meanwhile, Fox getting trolled. Yeah, this is where picking up that charge beam would actually be huge for Fox. This is Fox giving some time back here to Solski. Solski going to be going over here to the X-ray, and we know that is where the gravity suit is. That is exactly the item that Solski is looking for. We'll put Solski in go mode. Mr. Fox not quite in go mode yet without that charge beam. There it is for Solski. Oh, almost piecing out on it. Says, wait a minute, that's what I'm looking for. Give it to me. All right, Mr. Fox into the Space Pelican. Firing away lots of regular missiles. Absolutely unloading. Oh, I think missed that first super. Not ideal. But got plenty of regular missiles off. So, has a lot of leeway here. Ridley should be... Yeah, Ridley is down. Stop, Ridley, stop. Stop. There you go. Just... No. Ridley. Explode. Thank you. Jeez, Ridley wanted to troll. Alright, so Mr. Fox is going to go check out the item behind Ridley. It's not that charge beam that he wants. Solski, I would imagine, is going to just go straight to Dragon. It's a Dragon and a Phantoon left for Solski. And I can't imagine that Solski is going to do anything but go directly to the bosses at this point in time. And once Mr. Fox finds that charge beam over at Firefly, that is what he is going to be doing. Alright, and it is up to Batmoon. Gonna bring a Metroid with him. Gotta freeze it for the clip. Alright, really nicely done there. Ice clip to Batmoon. Spectacular. Fox coming out of lower Norfair here. Coming through the wasteland. Back into the Norfair key hunter room. Batmoon is fried. And fricasseed. Alright. Solski gonna have to go through the okay. Go alright, Baoon hiding speed booster. That's really convenient. Because that now gives Solski the ability to speed booster kill Dragon. So really nice here. Solski looks like he's gonna try for a... Alright, was maybe fired off that Shine Spark a little early there, but it looked like he was going to try for a halfie. Maybe a full halfie. Alright, into the Coliseum here. Mr. Fox really happy to have found that charge beam into Precious Room for Solski. And it's Dragon. Now has that charge beam, so I think we're going to be seeing a charge kill. Does not really have to worry about ammo or anything. Not a charge kill, I mean a speed booster kill from Solski. That was like the ideal placement for speed booster. Right before you really needed it. That or a grapple would have been really nice there. Give our runners a fast way to kill Dragon. I would have also taken X-Ray. X-Ray would allow our runners to microwave beam both Dragon and Phantoon. Alright, right, Mr. Fox going out of Norfair. Going to be heading back over to the business center. Solski, interesting. Going to be checking the item behind Dragon. And it's high jump boots. All right. Nice reward. So that is going to fully power up Solski. Solski does not need anything else. Ice Wave, Plasma Charge, Full Beam Combo, 20 hits on Mother Brain 2. Plenty of ammo, 20, 30, 10. And now, basically everything. Spring Ball, Bomb, Screw Attack, Space Jump, High Jump, Speed. This should be right where Solski wants to be. And Solski is in great position leading this here race. All right, Mr. Fox going to be coming in here to Meridia. Meridia, definitely one of the most technical sections of the game. Very, very challenging to move through properly. Solski using that speed booster to get through by kind of reverse spot wound. Mr. Fox going to be coming up here. Going to be going over to Bot Wound very shortly here. Going through Everest. Using that space jump. Runner's doing a little bit of a high five here in Mount Everest. And it's up and out for Solski. Mr. Fox coming into the Aqueduct. Laying that power bomb. Going to be going straight up to Bot Wound. No messing around with sand pits. We don't care. We don't care what's in the sand pit. It's probably a trash tank anyway. Alright, Mr. Fox. Oh, has frozen that Metroid, so has to wait for it to unfreeze. A little bit of a time loss there. Accidental. That's one danger with Plasma Beam. But very nicely done on that back clip there to Bot Wound. Ice clip to Bot Wound. One of the easier clips, and I will put air quotes on easier, because there is some trick to that setup there. And once you have it, you can get it pretty consistently, but you've gotta understand it. Solski doing a womble jump here through the ocean, coming into the wrecked ship. This is the home stretch here for Solski. Mr. Fox finding that speed booster. And Mr. Fox going to be using that speed booster right away. Solski coming down to Phantom. Oh, Solski going for a speedball there, but getting caught up on the work robot. That was another great trick. Into the pressure room for Mr. Fox. And let's see how Solski does against Phantom. Into Dragon for Mr. Fox. I would imagine a speed booster kill here for Mr. Fox. Phantom trying to troll Solski. Using some charged plasma shots. Takes 3, 4, 3. With some missiles. Should be just, yeah, there we go. And that is it. Phantom is down for Solski. And it is going to be straight on to Torian for Solski. And potential win here for Slow. I'm sure Solski's teammates hanging around in chat. Cheering on his teammate. Mr. Fox, no slouch over here. Doing really well against Dragon. Dragon down. I would imagine Mr. Fox not going to check the item behind Dragon, but we'll see. Oh, it looked like Mr. Fox wanted a... spark suit. Solski sparking back across the ocean. And Mr. Fox making his way through the Coliseum here, where Solski is going to be coming in. Now, one thing here, Solski's ammo is a bit low with 3 supers. We'll see if Solski wants to refill at the ship. It is a 15-second time loss, but better that than going into Torian without enough ammo. Once he's filled up here, he'll have plenty enough to make it through. No problem. So, also potential for a save here in case things go terribly wrong against Mother Brain. I doubt it. Having 8 E-tanks, most of these runners here we're seeing are going to be used to doing 80% runs. 80% runs typically get 3 E-tanks, and that is it. So, this is way more than that. Way more than you need. Plus, we're talking about no screw attack in any percent. All right, Mr. Fox missing out on those high jump boots. Honestly, I don't blame Mr. Fox for skipping that. It's a very, very low percentage chance that high jump is there. So, you know, Solski basically lucked out by finding high jump boots going in there. All right, and it's into Metroid room number 1 there. Looking really good here for Solski. Nicely done. Mr. Fox heading up the elevator, coming into Criteria. Going to be heading over to the wreck ship for his final boss of Phantoon. Metroid room number 2. Really nicely done there by Solski. Into Metroid room number 3. Really nice. Very clean, these Metroid rooms here for Solski. Into the ocean for Mr. Fox, and going to take a Shine Spark across. Really nice. Oh, man. That was really, really nicely done there. And through the Metroid rooms is Solski. Coming in over here, going to be doing, I would imagine, a baby skip. We'll see if Solski gets it. Mr. Fox coming down into Phantoon here. All right, Solski's got to wait for the cutscene. The cutscene. All right, and it's into Phantoon for Mr. Fox. Oh, Solski getting nabbed by the baby. Let's see if Solski faces right to save 40 frames. Yes, indeed he does. Saves 40 frames. Saves that animation. Samus standing up. That special animation that happens only here. Nice little 40 frame save. This is a speed run after all. We want to go fast. So save all the frames we can. And none of the animals. Alright, Mr. Fox on this Phantoon fight. Looking pretty good. One more round here should do it. Slowly turning off that screw attack after refilling energy. That's going to be for a Zeb skip that Solski's setting up for right there. Going to be using the no screw attack ice beam clip without the down back. You can only do, if you have screw attack on, you can only do the down back method. It's much, much easier if you take screw attack off, but there's a bit of a trick to it to have screw attack on. And, you know, this is personally the way I do it. But you may see some other more advanced runners, so more advanced than me, do it in a different way. All right, Mother Brain 1 down for Solski. Mr. Fox going to be making a beeline over to Torian. Let's see, it's 20 shots here for Solski on Mother Brain 2. This should go right quick and easy. Full beam combo, no problems. Now, the big question here is, will Solski take a chance and do some stand-up glitch? 7 E-tanks, more than 7 E-tanks, plenty enough to do that. Into the catch-up phase already. Alright, Solski getting Rainbow Beam. We'll see if Solski wants to do stand up, and it looks like Solski is setting up for stand up. So that's nice. He wants to be off the ground here when the baby comes in. All right, there we go. Good setup so far. A little bit to this is Solski does want to make sure that he's off the ground at 2 different points. And then when Mother Brain stands back up, Solski wants to start moving back over to the right to bring the baby back over. So he avoids the soft lock. Mr. Fox into Torian. Going to be going through Metroid room number 1 here. Using a grouping strat. Nicely done there by Mr. Fox. We'll see how he attacks Metroid room number 2. Meanwhile, Solski pounding away at Mother Brain 3. Really, really nice Metroid room 2 there for Fox. Excellent. Through room number 3 is Fox, and into room number 4. Going to be grouping for room number 4. Really nicely done there. Saving a bit of super ammo, and getting rewarded with a bunch of supers. All right, and it looks like the baby is exploding for Solski. Going to pound away a little bit more with the beam, and that's it. Wow, that was 1 or 2 shots. Near perfect stand-up for Solski. Unbelievably nice. Spectacularly done. All right, Mr. Fox looks like setting up for no baby skip. Taking a bunch of damage there to shorten the amount of time the baby's going to be hugging Samus. And it's into the escape for Solski. Fox also facing right. Saving that 40 frames of stand-up. Save all the time we can. Solski using the Shine Spark to get through here. Escape room number 2. Escape room number 3. Into escape room number 4. Fox refilling. And let's see here what spark that Solski is going to use to get up the climb. All right, it's just the spark up the right hand side for Solski. Really nicely done, very clean escape so far by Solski. Not going to save the animals because it'd be a waste of time. This is a speed run. We don't want to waste any time. And it's going to be right onto the ship here for Solski. Fox coming in to the Zebetite skip. Still has screw attack on, using that down back method that I mentioned earlier. Really, really nicely done there by Fox. And it's on the ship for Solski. He is the winner and going to be with an official SRL time of 52 minutes and 2 seconds. GG's to Solski and Slow for taking this, the power race in the brackets here. All right, we're going to see if we can get Solski in here for a little bit of chat post-race. Meanwhile, Mr. Fox pounding away at Mother Brain 2. Ooh, and it looks like Solski potentially has an SRL PB here by about 2 minutes and 11 seconds. Let's see if that's an actual PB or just something on SRL. Right, into the cut scene is Fox setting up for stand-up, it looks like. Really, this has been an absolute spectacular race. Unbelievably, this has been really, really close. You know, finding that gravity over at X-Ray. Mr. Fox found that. Hey, Solski, how are you?
Doing good.
All right, so I'm glad you could join us. So you're coming into this week, you know you're the power player, doing a major minor split. You've probably done, you know, hundreds of these. anything in particular you did for practice or setup for this?
I didn't run a single practice seed all week.
All right. Okay.
Maybe it's a winning formula from winning another tournament. I just don't practice. I just go out there and play my game. I don't overthink it. I don't overanalyze it. I kind of look at my opponent. I kind of try to think about what they're going to do in the seed and play the seed, and that's it. Like,
all right. So
my skill is my skill. I'm not gonna grind out like milliseconds in a week. I'm not gonna. If I know the rando or I don't, that's my mindset. It's worked for me now. It's gonna always work for me. So
that's spectacular. If that's your formula, do it. So you did mention in there, to get to know your opponent. So was there something in particular you were looking for Mr. Fox to do?
No, but I looked at his PB time and it was pretty good. So I assumed he probably either did CWJ or continuous bomb jump over to wreck ship, and maybe he did half wreck ship. That's how I was reading it. And they had a lot of E-tanks, so I figured after that he would go down, and that's why I just played 7 for suit.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you, Fox had them both before you did.
Nice.
Yeah.
So what happened?
So Fox went for the lava dive and did not get it the first time, and then went looking and came across the gravity suit. But you got the lava dive, so that kind of put you a little bit, gave you a bit of an edge there, gave you a bit of time ahead because you were down there in lower Norfair. Then you picked up that charge beam pre-Ridley, and Fox picked it up post-Ridley. So Fox had to do a bunch of farming.
See, either way, I was still good on the farm, which I was super happy about. Like, my super count was really high. It was good for Ridley, but I knew, like, just from experience, like, if I don't have charge, it's always good to check. And then that can like set up for, say, maybe checking PB is a shame, maybe to scum another pack of power or supers or anything like that. But yeah, no, I got charge, and like the items just fell in like the perfect order. It was like I was loving to see, like, you got charge. It was great that I was able to get the lava dive off. I was a little worried because I missed the first couple of attempts. I was like, I'm just timing my turn just a little too early. I think I got it late on the third one, but I got the third jump off.
Nice. So SRL says this was a PB for you. Is that actually true?
Yeah, I don't really race too much on SRL, so
fair enough.
Or like SM Rando in general on like SRL or racing platforms, so it could be. I don't know. I'm pretty sure SRL way lower.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, still, GG's. All right, we have Fox done here with an official SRL time of 56:19. We'll see if we can get Fox in here and talk to him too. So, is there anything that you're going to do to help your teammates with their races?
Criticize them and call them bad to humble them, because the egos on this team is like catastrophic. Like, you guys have no idea. If you had to rank a team that had the biggest ego, like collectively, ours is like first by a mile. Maybe Kip's team is like right there with us. I think Galamaz maybe just humbles them way too much to kind of sink them in that second slot, but we're pretty cocky. So sometimes I just need to like call him out and say, hey, maniacal, stop doing maniacal things. And then he's like, okay, and then he goes out there and wins races. He won't admit that it's right, but like in the back of his head it's just working. So that's all that matters.
Oh well, yeah. It's I mean, yeah, there's some I mean, there have been some absolutely fantastic teams throughout this tournament, but yeah, it's really been an interesting thing here. And we are joined here by Fox. How are you?
I'm doing good. I'm trying to figure out why I can't get OBS open.
So I asked Solski this, and I'll ask you this here. Was there anything you did in preparation for this week? You know, you're the power player. You know you're going to be playing major minor split. You've probably done hundreds of these. Anything you did to prepare?
I'm just running just a typical number of seeds, probably doing 3 or 4 a day. Just getting ready for it. I was actually getting a little concerned because a lot of my seeds I was getting both my suits under 20 minutes. They were just freebies, and I was getting really concerned that by the time I got to race time, it was going to throw me a tough seed where, say, I'd have to do suitless or something like that, and I just wouldn't have the practice for it. You guys saw a little bit of that when I kind of tried bootless lava dive.
Yeah.
And I just backed right out of it just because I hadn't had time to practice it, or just had never focused in my practice there. So
that is actually something that I think cost you a little bit there. You were able to pick up the gravity suit first because of that, but Solski was able to get that on the first try, and that put him into lower Norfair a whole bunch before you.
Yeah.
And the other thing that really hurt you there was when you went into Norfair, your super count was actually pretty low. By the time you got all the way to the Norfair farm room, I think you were only at 3 supers, and you had to farm a whole bunch. And then the placement of the charge beam, it was just right past you at Firefly.
Insult to injury with the reserve being right behind Ridley as well.
Yeah. So that was something that Solski actually checked Firefleet before going to Ridley. So he had both of those, high super count and that charge beam going into Ridley.
Yeah.
It was something that kind of hurt you. But overall, I mean, this was a spectacular race. I think you also maybe got is just an SRL PB, or is this a real PB?
SRL, just for rando. Like I said, I was getting a lot of jet seeds. I think I finished one yesterday in like 44 minutes or something. So
nice.
But yeah, I feel like the lava dive, between the lava dive and farming before Ridley, like that's probably the two things that made up that difference there. Between the 4 minutes I think there was between us.
Yeah, roughly something like that. 3 minutes, around about 3 minutes or so. Yeah, like this was a great race. Is there anything that you are going to be doing to help your teammates prepare for their races?
Well, like I said, Zero is the next team member to compete. Both myself and Rusty have both had our races.
Okay.
I need to double check what randomizer he's doing, because I know he's going to be the gravity player.
Okay.
So that's a little bit of a toss-up. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. My experience with Rando is very limited compared to my teammates. So I mean, a lot of it might just be little tricks that I may bring over from 80%, but not much else, I don't think.
Yeah, so it looks like Slow is going to have the choice there, as they are the higher seed for the gravity player. And just for edification of the folks at home, there are 3 choices for the gravity players, and let's see if I can get those correct here. It should be major minor split, Chozo with full Chozo, and then full with traditional or full random start. So those are the 3 choices. And the higher seed player of the gravity player, the team with the higher seed from the gravity players gets to make the choice there for which of the categories. And then the lower seed. So basically, the lower seed chooses one and kind of removes one, and then the higher seed picks from the final 2.
Okay.
Right, mode. Higher seed chooses a mode from lower seed chooses a mode from the 2, and then the higher seed chooses one additional mode from the remainings. So that's kind of how you get to it. Hopefully, I described that correctly for our folks at home, so that it was actually understandable. But yeah, it's this has been really, really interesting to see. So I don't see your your race for your next scheduled yet here, but it's been fun. So, any other thoughts that you guys have here before we send it off, or anything you want to tell the folks at home?
Well, first of all, thank you guys for putting all this on. Everybody doing commentary and tracking and restreaming. This is still my first year running Super Metroid and doing Randomizer and stuff like that, so it's been awesome. A blast to get into it and to really grow. And this kind of it's very different from what I've done for most of the year with any percent. So when Rusty sort of brought it up, you know, hey, Randomizer League's coming up and they're doing teams. I kind of, you know, I kind of joked with him like, oh yeah, you know, if you need a teammate, man, I'd be available. But no, it's been a lot of fun. I feel like it's helped me grow both as a player, for the categories I'm going to be running, and as well as just Randomizer in general. But thank you guys for putting all this on and putting in all the effort so we can come out and have fun. Yeah,
the admins and all that put this together, they are a spectacular set of folks, and they work really, really hard. Solski, any final thoughts from you?
Dirt better win his next match.
Well,
yeah.
There you have it, Dirt. I do believe I saw him in the chat, so
all I'm saying is if he doesn't, we'll probably be seeing me again, because my teammates have both said, all right, you're doing game 4 if we get to it.
All right. That'll be exciting to find out. Yeah. And if you want to see, go ahead.
No, but if not, like if you guys want to see me, like I said, again, this will be a final thank you to everyone who's watching, and I look forward to next year.
Yeah, absolutely. I do love participating in this. I didn't get a team this time around, so I didn't get the chance to participate, but I get to participate here in the booth. So with that, this is going to be the final race of the Item Randomizer League today, but please join us tomorrow at 9 o'clock Eastern Time. We've got Gravity Skip versus Shack Duel's Digging Game. And another race at 9 o'clock, we have the Clippers versus the Golden Shower. And then there's a bunch more to come on Saturday. So just a couple races tomorrow. So be sure to check the schedule, as well as the speed gaming schedules in general, to find out about all the exciting events and tournaments and things that are happening on the speed gaming family of channels. And I want to thank you all for coming out, as well as the runners for putting on a fantastic show. We wouldn't be able to be here without any of these folks. And then once again, a shout out to our tracker, Cheaty Face, who has done an excellent job keeping everything up to date on the screen here for you folks at home. So thank you all again, and we will see you next mission.